my guider, defender and protector. Lord, you are my GDP, my guider, defender and protector. With you, there is no inflation because you are not like our local government that mismanage our economy. You have made it so that my fundamentals are not weak, therefore no exchange rate will expose me. You are a magnificent producer. Whenever I demand, you supply. You have no competitor in any market because your products does not expire. You are not a capitalist, therefore your blessings make it rich and adds no sorrow. I know that I am on your scale of preference. Therefore, there shall be an increase in my per capita income. Ceteris paribus. Amen. Lord, you are my GDP, my guider, defender and protector. With you, there is no inflation because you are not like our local government that mismanage our economy. You have made it so that my fundamentals are not weak, therefore no exchange rate will expose me. You are a magnificent producer. Whenever I demand, you supply. You have no competitor in any market because your products does not expire. You are not a capitalist, therefore your blessings make it rich and adds no sorrow. I know that I am on your scale of preference. Therefore, there shall be an increase in my per capita income. Ceteris paribus. Amen.
Santa, moi, Tina, Gilali, Nefambeu. After what a life, burn life. And line like when I want ye, not when I want ye. Do not make your way, not when I want ye. And not when I want ye, not when I want ye. Do not make your way, not when I want ye. And not when I want ye, don't not when I want ye, don't. Do not make your way, not when I want ye. And I want Ghana, I can't do no panaku, boom, woman Ghana, I can't do no panaku, only we no, I am a tai, Kajasawa Gaba, Ibakwe no pepe, Iwamangana, Akia Jula Panaco, Wamangana, Akia Jula Panaco, Kunile Wipo, I am a tai, Kajasawa Gaba, Ibakwe no pepe, Jelio, Maleka Shotuba, Jelio, Maleka Shotuba, Onuba Mena Bandi voulait tous les sons. On ne va pas Bandi voulait tous les sons. Tu n'as me joué Ghana, Bene Wanye. Bena Bene Wanye, non, na Bene Wanye, non quoi. Tu n'as me joué Ghana, Bene Wanye. Bana Bene, Bagale, tu n'as me joué Ghana, Bene Wanye. Bene Wanye, la Bene Wanye. Tu n'as me joué Ghana, Bene Wanye. Wamangana, Akia Julo Panaku, Bongwe, Wamangana, Akia Julo Panaku, Konila Wegono, I am a Tai, Kajasawa Gaba, Ibakwe no Pepe, Wamangana, Akia Julo Panaku, Wamangana, Akia Julo Panaku, Konila Wegono, I am a Tai, Kajasawa Gaba, Ibakwe no Pepe, Maleka Shotuba, Binaji Kunku for you, Maleka Shotuba, Biniji Jalio, Maleka Shotuba, Binaji Kunku for you, Maleka Shotuba, come on, buy me now, Willie, Bandi Fule to the song, buy me now, Willie, Bandi Fule to the song, Biname to a Ghana, Benevoye, Benevoye, not Benevoye, Biname to a Ghana, Benevoye.
Lord, you are my GDP, my guider, defender and protector. With you, there is no inflation because you are not like our local government that mismanage our economy. You have made it so that my fundamentals are not weak, therefore no exchange rate will expose me. You are a magnificent producer. Whenever I demand, you supply. You have no competitor in any market because your products does not expire. You are not a capitalist, therefore your blessings make it rich and adds no sorrow. I know that I am on your scale of preference. Therefore, there shall be an increase in my per capita income. Ceteris paribus. Amen.
Your Bushname Mao Akwaba Eba Dr. Ren Politics, where we speak truth to power. And a better train come afa a year. League taper a year commission, friends, a committee, parliamentary committee, one more asset here, one more come assem a year parliament. You be come afa a year, a friend is saying, sir, a year committee, no. A parliamentary committee omo a probe the league tape efa Dampare ene BUGRI NAABU ene a police form paying phobia eja here yete womo se womo kasa wo tape no so me sure say won follow ensem a ekoso a ewo sa Parliamentary Committee Probe ya ekoso ewo Ghana no a ne tofa ni nyina na say womo eja MPC atnase a womo ye mpensempense mu ahwe baabi anokoreda efa league tape a ebeto abonten na a friend is a league tape e ebeto abonten no nyame anim ne krenie your friend is saying me wasem kakra bi a mepese meka efa league tape no wasem kakra bi a mepese meka ene saying so wo hwe enkofo mienu ya eja sebio enkofo be a 4 BUGRI NAABU ana 2 police officers ana Dampare sankofo ne baako politician BUGRI NAABU sanso yo ohene nti or representing 2 institutions ahemfo oti ase ana 2 politician police no representing a friend saying the law enforcement agency. Sa enkofo mi anyway moma me kwan na menka wo mo ho asa sa institution into ufa the police service na ufa politicians na ufa ahemfo mo nyabotre na menka masem emfa league tape no so that you understand maybe a Dr. Ren me jina me argument maybe am person me de me deba amema abusuafo a wa ha nyina akwaba jikanza me akwaba Matilda so me akwaba sanso na seti neti say mingabo pa good afternoon Nakwam TV and so mema akwaba Mr. Waba na wa share video ne bia na eja urefi share and then you return and then you continue to watch programmer and eja me one yenhwe BUGRI NAABU as a person or your hene or sanso your politician yenhwe the way ensem a ekoso parliament committee ensem a police if we commissioner any friend say superintendent asari omonum asem omom dia beto edwa efa league tape clearly we Ghana ni now we batwemba ade baako mienu miensa na esa wo kan tape no wo kan bomu a sebio ubenya afa tape one wo ba committee ni nyina a wo kasa womu nyina no womu ye corrupt tibie one BUGRI NAABU police for no maba a womu kasa no womu nyina ye corrupt enti wo hwe video no a committee no tutu oma no a womu nsem no bebre no nsisi so ebi wo wa we want to say it in camera bebi wo wa we want to say it we should be allowed to speak. It tells you how corrupt one sa institution a your friend police service no womote and inti na de bia no say ye pe womo ye corrupt police institution no top 5 womo ka ho woman di first womo di second tiemiye woman di first womo di second. Number 2, we all know how corrupt our politicians are and how politicians drag the institution's name into the mud. Into fa police institution is a corrupt institution. Ofa the legislature, parliamentarians are a corrupt institution. Ofa the judiciary, you judges are woman so down one and John Mahama pumu to say sebu kramaya the buofua walk about the appointment of Ekufuadua or a feeling a friend is saying high court with judges any a friend is saying Supreme Court with a party apparatchiks as well judges no you could tell, said the country Ghana, maybe I'm a new me way. I would hear Dr. Remini, your country, no, and morality, no, and your Ghana, Kruno, your Timono, Nyansa, and Nyansa, and the Dikrunenim, and your adrenaline, and the Dikrunenim, and your criminals, and the Dikrunenim, judiciary, you're corrupt. A year executive corrupt, executive near president, and then I swear for one we are corrupt, legislature one we are corrupt. Your friend is saying police service one we are corrupt. So the reason why you buy a video, we want to gather more third force opinions. And they say, offer your institution, no politicians for. Timmy, what you said? Said teenage said, so what at all works in Ghana, doc? You see, it's because institution, you know, I say a independent institution, you know, I say it to me is speaking for you, you know. They've been compromised by politicians. They have been compromised by politicians. And you know, they are always speaking for politicians. Into police, if we are back commission anymore, they are speaking for politicians. They are not speaking as a friend is an independent, a professional, sir. Oma kosuku, oma suade, ewo police in titiyemu, no ma police officers, any commissioners or superintendents, any commissioners. When they speak, when they talk, clearly you could hear say they are biased and they are speaking for political parties. What you are saying? When you hear them speak, clearly you know that these people, they are not speaking for you as a Ghanaian. They are speaking for political parties because that is where they get their salary from. They get their salary from their paymasters, politicians. Even though institution, majority of them align themselves to political parties to get paid huge monies. So they do the bidding of political parties. Number two, utie tape no any a committee probe so ni nyina no ade ba ko etosumie superstition. Ghana has now become a superstitious country. Ake yesi yenko hunu busum bi, yenko hunu okonfo bi, yenko hunu malam bi, yenko hunu osofu bi. Ani edi tikuro ni. Enti womo makosuku no kra no. Womo ye so-called commissioners and superintendents no kra no. Womo adwene mo no. Se enya hunhum bi ne beya, they cannot even function to think and see say asema papa we can I wrong. Let me put on my thinking cap, my conscience, my conscience, embra alive to speak on issues and matters. Debbie. And you tie IGP tape no mo probia ehwa leak tape no you could see clearly say as a nation we have all failed to get to where we are today. And that is why it takes us a long time for us to get results, because we as a body, as a nation, as a people, no, we are corrupt. And if we so and I trigger down to a year the base as here and Jama Ubia corrupt Ghana. You see, over nipa 10 emu enkuno Ghana corrupt. Now utie and someone paying for you Kenya, you could see clearly where it is heading towards. Say any corruption. And a friend is saying lack of a friend is saying good morals. This particular tape about Bunting clearly. You could see clearly. IGP himself has to connive with Bugri NAABU to record his own police people. And now IGP no ankasanko for wankasa a leaky tape no for journalists to also hear. So you see, IGP, who is he working for? Who is the IGP working for? Is he working for political parties or he's working for the country Ghana? Obviously, he will work for the political party MPP. Ekufuado na appointed. So he is working. And as he is working, not for his political party master or appointee, no, he knows, he said, there are pressures, a free police if only move. So let me leak this particular tape so that I can also gain some sympathy from the NDC followers. He said, MPP for now appointee, they want to kick me out as an IGP. Followers, a diagro. Look, these people are corrupt. I'm being honest and I'm telling you the gospel truth. They don't love the nation. You see, a crony be year. We should not be afraid to speak out. We should not at all say people will insult us, so we are not going to talk. Say I'm 70-year-old man. If I talk, the youth will attack me, they will insult me, so I'm not going to talk. Talk. Because a lot of you people fail to speak out, to speak for the nation. That is why we are here today. If many of you had stood up 40 years ago to speak for Ghana, if many of you have spoken for the nation, Ghana would be one of the best countries in the world. Because you see, the Ghanaian, by God's own nature, we are very creative people. We are hardworking people. We are forceful people. But you see, Abedum Pempensubi after the 1981 coup, Jerry John Rawlings, said he was about to set the record straight, Abedum Pempensubi, Jerry Rawlings in them. So people became, say, and fire home. After all, if the country go good, make it good. If the country go spoil, make it spoil. So we did not put in place measures to educate the youth, the Ghanaian, to take it from 1981. Youth, you won in 1981 or 1980, and they were how many years? 40 plus, and what team? So the mindset, one on the mindset in and say, let me fight for my own. I'm fighting for my own. Whether if I will lie to get my own, I will. Whether if I have to, a friend is saying, stamp on people to get to where I have to get to, I will. Whatever I would do. Into police, police. Oko soje mu akoko nsafo no awo soje mu. Oko a friend is saying, the judiciary no a womo to two omo ho aduro rough. Oko a friend is saying, parliamentar, womo to two omo ho aduro rough. Oko executive Kufu Adomo a womo so sa poto kruna say. Krunu a timolo. Ye kasa ema wo my Ghana no. Ye ne kura kruni mu. I'm being honest because MPP, they are fighting for political party. MPP members will fight for MPP. NDC members are fighting for NDC. Who is fighting for Ghana? So recently, at Sembia, Abba Mahama, Edina Noa too. Genuinely, Mahama has a friend saying, concern or raising is genuine. But raising concern, the solution to the concern is ill motive. Indeed, we raising a genuine concern. Say, Ekufuado appointed a friend saying judges for do aden. No correct. Ekufuado appointed judges for do. But onone na dwinemono say ono so ba power obe appointing more NDC judges. Na eja oma balance. Now look at this logic. Concern no say me kind no valid. But the solution to the concern is ill motive. Into who you Ghana ni, now say won't support two MPP, now support two NDC, now you're floating voter. Who speak for you? The people that are supposed to speak for you, which is the institution also, they've been compromised. So, Oko Police Service, now we MPP, now MPP are buying also, now we are somewhere, Ohusum, we NDC, now we are some, now NDC are buying also, Ohusum. But wow, we hear a friend is saying floating voter. No, we now some there are some tools. As an institution come out. Does the institution speak for you? See, I am raising up an army, and I'm raising up battalions, and that battalions are people, soldiers of men and women who will be bold to speak truth to power irrespective of which political party is in power. And that is why I have taken it upon myself to do this. See, it would be easy for me to join NDC and talk for NDC. If I come here and I'm talking for NDC, I'll get the numbers. If I come here and I talk for MPP, I'll get the numbers. But some MPP and NDC, we must say, let's be honest to ourselves. We NDC, you yourself, you know. Enra, I heard something about Zanata Rollins, doctor. Now, I think, I hope it be a video, no, Mensaka. And she was making something very, very, very important point. And what Dr. Zenato was saying, you know, and the mommy came out because, oh, wow, this lady is speaking what Dr. Ren has always been preaching about. Now, T, what Dr. Ezanato Ekan, I want you to listen.
So what's happening in Parliament with regards to the fact that currently, you know, a man
of
40 out of 40, I 20. That's right. I 20 on each side. Interestingly enough, it balances exactly 2020. But interestingly, Ghana no, a president, Ghana no, a president no, appointees a kind of Parliament. No, sometimes when we say I did be a year for a dream,
India call clot.
We say uti asemna aye Dr. Ezanato Rollins Eka. This is what a mammy Dr. Red Michelle here with the third force. This is what you be no ye calling for third force. No, Mimi say, let me speak for myself. This is the reason why I call for third force. Ya usus Simon Moakwaba, Roberta Omari Moakwaba, Kofi Asamoah Moakwaba say, Timmy, the T ye honorable no, or ye NDC knew his father was the founder of the NDC, Tiasama Walker.
Easy now, no who did they consult?
Yeah, that's
it's
really
a bit problematic at times.
Yeah, it's true. But I said constituency why you work there. You are in your second term as member of parliament, right?
That's correct.
Second term. Wow. It's been worth it, I suppose. Oko parliament no
interviewer only obi wa asempa, and credit to asempa obi na tie answer woman no babema obi say oko parliament na because she is a medical doctor. She could have stayed here in the UK and be a GP, a general practitioner, earn her money, live in his house, and enjoy life. But listen to what the lady is coming to say.
I mean, it's been a bumpy ride, you know, back and forth, and you know, the reality is, even though you are one of 275, we're supposed to be representing the interests of the people of Ghana. No? Sometimes, you know, the partisan issue can affect it because of the hybrid system. Practice of Ghana.
Also, one of the 275 MPs, but sometimes, I said, one motive, any adrenaline of the parliament, so I'm some mind, but be a system, system, democracy now, no papa, come one in Sasha, till the lady neighbor come. Don't look at the papa background, but listen to the wisdom. A free the new AP upon the tea.
A president or appointees a kind of parliament. Sometimes when we say I did be a year for a dream, the question is it good for Ghana or is it an agenda of the executive? Yeah. And that sometimes creates a bit of a conflict of interest with regards to how people I think perform their role in parliament, because say so can executive know who as an appointee and now can legislature know who, and the legislature is supposed to perform an oversight role, you know, with regards to the executive. You know, which side are you standing on? Are you protecting your government, or are you protecting the people of Ghana by performing your oversight role? You know, it's a bit problematic, and it raises a lot of questions about what exactly is our ultimate objective as the people of Ghana when we are, I suppose, rolling out this form of democracy. You know,
if there is one thing I would say,
Unhu asɛm a wɔkaeɛ ebi a wanti mede bɛkɔ akyiri kakra na wode etie the lady Zenato asɛm a wɔkaeɛ mefa nkɔ akyiri kakra.
As the people of Ghana, when we are, I suppose, rolling out this form of democracy, you know.
If there is one thing I would say, sign in our constitution, it will be that, right?
We need to take a look at it. It's not the only thing. There are a few other things. I mean, one of the things, to be quite honest, a hammer dream power or constitution and that at least one woman frees. No. Just almost say one constitutive board, for example. I almost say there should be maybe 10 people. And of the 10, no, there should be at least one woman. No, better now at least one woman, not only one woman, you know. And say better the you know ratio of men to women in Ghana, no, then at least one woman must be scrapped. We need to look at a different ratio or a different representation, or just make sure that we are fully aware of the fact that you can't just have one woman for the sake of political correctness. To
when someone it is what third force. It is what freedom fighters have been talking about. A constitutional change. The system and institutions in Ghana must be independent. As we speak, if MDC come to power, let's say John Mahama tomorrow is the president of Ghana in the year 2025, 7th January. Let's say. He has the power to appoint more than 5,000 Ghanaians. One person. One person will be appointing ministers. One person will be appointing a council of state elders. One person will be appointing deputy ministers. One person will be appointing CEOs. One person will be appointing a friend saying a lot of people. He will be the one to appoint IGP. So when it comes to your institution, they have been corrupted because of the constitution. Because every policeman wants to do something about catching the eye of a political party. It is a Dampare BUGRI NAABU no send you catch the eye of MPP for an MPP for appointing as IGP. Intimino Kase say MDC in the Waswa. Other commissioners who are in line to become IGP will quickly associate themselves with the NDC government party. So that say John Mahama so ba John Mahama by appointing as your friend is saying IGP. Sana judges no the judiciary no so womatie. It you be say lawyer bi wa they associate themselves with the MPP government and now the NDC government because the NDC ever power with mean appointment to serve as a high court judge or even on the bench of Supreme Court. That is why some of us are not here to do MPP and NDC. Because the problem is created by MPP and NDC. So if you are part of the problem, you cannot do anything much because the moment you speak, your members will come after you. An example is what recently just happened. When this NDC lady tried to even speak, to put, even though it's minor, but to put things in order, you see the way NDC people go after her. They come about Gabriela Tete. The same thing with MPP too will come after you. Because to them, everything is about the MPP party to protect the MPP party. What you are saying? So it's not about the people. It's about protecting a one party and not Ghana. That is why we don't get our roads constructed on time and finished in time. That is why we don't get hospitals being built or being renovated. That is why a lot of things happens in our nation. We talk about it. Because at the end of the day, what people are concerned is to occupy position. So they are not thinking about the country as a whole. Are we all are beneficiaries? We need to benefit. So when you see, say, people are talking about the facts and the truth, majority of the MPP and NDC people will not watch our video. Because we are the ones emancipating genuinely the Ghanaians to put on their thinking cap. You see, Uba Brochia, you don't need NDC card to get job. You don't need MPP card to get job in Abuja. And I'm going to use UK as an example. Young woman, me janimi ni emfria. But Uba Kuroma now you're qualified. Now we're on krata, the system, which is the institutions, allows you. They will not think about the kind of color. They won't look at the kind of dress you dress or the tribe you belong or the surname you carry. They will just listen to you and see how best the system can help you. And that is the reason why I am continuously preaching and talking about third force, and I'm getting people supporting it. And we will get there. We will definitely get there. The journey is not smooth. Can you do that? Can you be cranky and make videos? What you see? But the journey, it has been destroyed by MPP and NDC for years. And today, thankfully, the founding father of the NDC party, his daughter, Dr. Ezenato Rollins, is talking about this canker, doctoring, freedom fighters, Deru.
Sometimes, the partisan issue can affect ABI because of the hybrid system. Practice in Ghana, a president, or appointees, a kind of parliament. Sometimes when we say the question is it good for Ghana or is it an agenda of the executive? Yeah. And that sometimes creates a bit of a conflict of interest with regards to how people, I think, perform their role in parliament. Because say, okay, executive no as an appointee. And now can legislature know when the legislature is supposed to perform an oversight role, with regards to the executive, which side are you standing on? Are you protecting your government or are you protecting the people of Ghana by performing your oversight role? It's a bit problematic, and it raises a lot of questions about what exactly is our ultimate objective as the people of Ghana when we are, I suppose, rolling out this form of democracy.
If there is one thing I would say, sign in our constitution.
So clearly, in less than 2 minutes, Ezenato Rollins has described the problem. What describing a problem, no? Anna, me doctorate. My solution to the problem is our solution to our problem is our constitution must be scrapped. Get a new constitution that will reflect the aspiration, the hopes, and benefit the people practically, genuinely, for us to prosper as a nation. Because currently, it's only a few people who are benefited. Even when you go to MPP, when we are the ruling party, even in MPP, it's only a few, because only a few people don't want to NPP, not time woman yase. And nobody share woman you know woman or woman or girlfriends and any community. The same thing NDC is so bad. It's only a few that will even benefit in the NDC. Why don't you join? Here's the idea. I bet me to sa duopoly no atu actually. Because mwaye and be fufu be significant be ensesaye. You tia dance. Eya kra na onena mo a hunu se bi Ghana na itumpo eja onena mo be hunu dan akese bi. Hey! Utu ani ko outside Accra, bra amanfo breminia. Enye easy, enye better. What you say? So when some of us come out, now we are talking passionately about our nation, know what we are talking about. Anyway, may they wrap it up. Now me person who say the IGP Dampare, he represents an institution which is a corrupt institution. But women are corrupt. Sounds na ufa bugri na abu wa yo hene a. Ahemfo and crowd woman sounds you corrupt. Woman to turn say rough of the man nipa or hene betimi atansa asase back over twama nipa be edu. Sounds na ufa the parliamentary for no mangasa ayetena sia omo ye committee ya omo probe the leak tape ya woman so cry corrupt. And they are corrupt because of the constitution. Send ye me chire because we'll be a person will be a best politician in any into a police near he wants to do something to in the limelight, you know, he will gain favors in the sight of MDC leaders or MPP leaders. Freedom fighter Michia. This is the reason why you can't nyansa sem chremoa. Aya na bi montiase na ekom kakra no madwane no makojoine NDC. Ekom kakra no madwane no makojoine MPP. Yes, ekom wom. But I see a no nsuo twen open ye kan no kora ne kire wo man Ghana no man mu ni nyina asesa ne nyina ye ho toye. Because these problems, you know, has been created or was created by a friend say the NDC and the MPP. And today, thankfully, the daughter, a flag former founder of the NDC, Ezanato Rollins, actually trimu akanokore no ama menu mienu nyina yeti ase kama aminchia Rosalie Mafu na aminchia Otuaba Nati, because I want you to understand the reason why the IGP plus Bugri NAABU plus a friend says Superintendent Asari and the commissioner no obejina obedwana no keka na nsemu any parliamentary committee. I just want you to open your ears and listen. The ECOSO of my Ghana is because our institutions are not independent. They don't stand on their own. Because IGP kweye bibia na ebetia MPP MPP ni na appointee IGP no. Wobepamo IGP no, as simple as that. That is why leak tape we buy a so any IGP in free war because he will cause MPP not to win the 2024 elections. And any in free war a buy an ankasa institution no a police service near independent. Woman and yet president and appointed IGP. Do you think somebody will be afraid to work? No. Because it will be based on merit, not based on appointment. It will be based solely on merit, and the police people will decide which person they want to lead the institution and the police service. Now, Mesabo, for the purpose of union animal joining CCA, Mesabo be na yenina yeti union ba Dr. Ezanato Rollins. Ode atuja yenina yenti no asope yemfa nkwa adwendwene obi ka kire o say third force eka freedom fighters you need to come and even support them, support us to even say you be kind of creno akire more without fear, without any a friend is saying favor. Just and jikanza akan MPP and NDC are just like the religious Ghana. It's a secular country, my people. As and OT much because at the end of the day, the people know if you are following these politicians, they are not going to think about building roads for you. It will be in a fast pace. Woman and kitty soppy. Because Sikano and somebody are acquiring a mamono. So Sikano, they are thinking about somebody acquire rally. No more chicha be their momo party members. And I just and easy. And yes, and easy, I catch them, Mr. Doctor. And yes, and easy. What you say? Say, yes, and easy. Would you catch them, Mr. Doctor? And yes, and easy. Would you catch them, Mr. Red? And yes, and easy. What you say? And they cried, the man said, "Oh, my friend, D-Ren, sexy." The man from D-Ren. D-Ren, sexy D-Ren. Okay. All right. Ebusia. I mean, born kakrana, memfa and common brain because
sometimes, the partisan issue can affect ABI because of the hybrid system. Yeah, practice of Ghana, a president, or appointees, a kind of parliament. Sometimes when we say the question is it good for Ghana or is it an agenda of the executive? Yeah. And that.
What you is it good for Ghana or is for the executive? Executive meaning a political executive. It is here for Ghana. And now say executive name Penti. They will deny the people of Ghana. We do we better me boss. Na man digest it. Na me di unkomo. Me do besia. I'm getting a lot of calls. Nah, you better watch. Thank all of you important people to me. Who came to share the video. Thank you. And join me today at Rainbow Radio. So thank you. God bless our homeland Ghana. Make our nation great and strong. Bold to defend forever and ever. Let's say this prayer together.
Lord, you are my GDP, my guider, defender, and protector. With you, there is no inflation because you are not like our local government that mismanage our economy. You have made it so that my fundamentals are not weak. Therefore, no exchange rate will expose me. You are a magnificent producer. Whenever I demand, you supply. You have no competitor in any market because your products does not expire. You are not a capitalist. Therefore, your blessings make it rich and adds no sorrow. I know that I am on your scale of preference. Therefore, there shall be an increase in my per capita income. Ceteris paribus.